Darius is down.
Darius, if it hits him again, he's down. He's got
27.
27.
Oh, so someone needs to get. Oh, Darius is down.
Well, he's at 27 right now. If it hits him again, he'll be down.
Well, would he use his lay on hands to get him higher?
I would hope.
I'm assuming he's coming out of the swarm.
I'm gonna
That's only if you stay in.
I'm gonna use Cure Wounds on myself.
But you all can go ahead and move out of the swarm. You won't get hit again.
Yeah, I'm going out too.
That included the demon. But
Well, I'll move a demon over here that way. We really don't know what he's doing.
Freeman, you are taking pictures, right?
I've been trying to.
I'm gonna have.
I've taken a few that looks interesting.
We're going to say it killed the spider. It's the easiest way to do it.
Yeah, the spider's dead.
Thank God.
It's gone.
I'm gonna have it move up here. Is this still inside of it?
No, it's out. Like I said, you were all right at the
Yeah.
edge.
I'm going to psychically
Guess
say...
what? There's another spider.
I'm going to say...
It's coming back over here.
In my head, Manicus, bring the rogue. We're near the door. Go wide when you come out the door. Come towards
I'm gonna have the demon move over here.
your demon.
Wait,
The
what?
one amidst the swarm.
Oh, your devil.
The devil.
Yeah. Now the devil cannot go into the house of healing, or the.
Bring him to
I don't know. I'll probably need to ask Christina how to pronounce that word.
I'm gonna tell the demon, or not demon. I'm gonna tell the
Devil.
devil. I'm gonna say, I'm gonna send you back
Like how long?
because he actually has an intelligence. I can
Yeah.
make a
How
friendship
long?
with him.
How long is he out?
He's out for a long time.
Because you could have him guard the door if you
Yeah,
need
that'd be
to.
an idea. Just leave him out here. Just take the guard door.
Let me make sure how long he.
You never know when something else is going to happen here.
That is for sure.
Just needs to happen quickly.
Up to an hour.
Yeah. So you can tell him to watch the door, and then, or if things get dangerous, just let you know, right?
Yeah.
He's gonna sit here. Guard the door. He's gonna be kind of over here just.
Perch like a gargoyle.
That,
That'd be about fitting for this place.
that would actually be pretty neat.
Then the spider's gonna run back across here.
Let's think about that old cartoon, Gargoyles.
Oh, that was a good cartoon.
They're a good cartoon.
It's really dark.
I can't wait for this plan to go through. I want it to happen so bad. Once Manicus doesn't have any exhaustion,
Okay.
it's gonna be amazing, Gordon. You're gonna like it. Yeah, I'm telling you, you're gonna like it. Has a big reference to it.
Like it's been.
Yeah.
If you're not
it should
attacking,
be,
you're
yeah.
gonna
It's
lose
gonna-
your,
it's gonna
you're
go
gonna
away
lose
if
your
I'm not
rage.
attacking.
If it's there.
Was the guy able to come in for sure?
Yeah, he came in.
Okay.
So I get that. So you come in, and there's someone up at I was up in the section right there.
All right. Slade's gonna walk up to him. I'll keep a little bit of distance. I'm gonna have Oric follow me. You want to come up too, Zane?
Yeah, send me up there too. Actually, no. Leave him back here, kind of as a back.
Everybody
No,
here.
leave me and Darius back here.
Okay.
But actually, no. Send Darius up there with my
Move-
spider.
You move your guy.
My spider's going up there at Darius. We got a
Right.
plan.
Yeah, like I said, it's not a. Like I said,
These
it's,
could be friends.
I ain't gonna be ready for my face hugger to get him.
But he's a friend.
Remember, like you want these people to heal you, right?
Mm-hmm. But if he tries to fight us, he's a little spider.
No. Like this is a pacifist area.
Actually,
here.
yeah, I'm definitely taking Manicus up
Yeah,
right there.
Okay, well, move your guy then.
So you come up and like the outside, everything's the outside was really dirty, but the building was intact. You come inside and the building in here is clean and pristine. It's like you come in and there's a big altar up there, and it has several symbols. One of it is looked like a moon. like a moon shining, and then down below it is like a sun rising. Like there's a few other symbols that are crossed through here. So some of them make you a little uneasy, but I think this more because of your all's alignments. But you feel like you're being watched in some ways. But again, there's a person. They're like, it's like, hello, welcome to the house of condolences or
Conveyance?
convalence. I don't know. Like again, I will probably ask.
That's the way I spelled it up.
Yeah, I'll probably ask Christina how to pronounce that when it comes time. He goes, how may I help you, weary travelers? We've been getting less and less thanks to everything that's been happening.
Slade is going to verbally say, first he's going to bow, and he's going to say, Goody sent us to get some much needed heroes for our friends, and we found a rogue on our way here, and we don't know much about him, but he is human.
There's an older lady that walks out, and she said, I wouldn't really call Goody a friend to anyone except himself, but he has been trying to help the Radiant Citadel, what's left of it, the best he can. So we understand that circumstances that you must side with the greater of the the better of the evil, the better of the evils. So, but you seem not. It's like you seem not to be devils yourselves. It's like,
No.
she looks across. She said, "Many of you look like you're from different realms yourselves, and have come here. Is anyone here originally from the Radiant Citadel?"
Yeah, I'll say Auric is.
So she looks and says, "Are you in need?"
When she says that,
Okay.
I raise my hand.
Okay.
Yeah, because I don't.
Yeah. So because you grunt. So I see that we have. Says, have we ever treated you?
Mm-mm.
So she's looking over. She's analyzing all the things, and she was like, "Do you wish for a cleric to come out?"
I answer with yes, ma'am.
And
How nice.
Auric is actually I'm gonna point Manicus.
Okay.
And the rogue, just like like this.
Now that you're all there.
Yep.
Remember, you always got 6 more fingers pointing back at you at that time.
Oh, and then what about other dude?
He said rogue.
Yeah, I was gonna point at the rogue and
Yeah.
Manicus.
All right. So those are definitely hurt.
Yeah, which shoot, we're all hurt. I
I'm
mean,
at
but
I'm at Darius.
they're
stepping
the
back
worst.
All right. So she goes through and she hollers for the Great Moon Cleric to come out. And out comes a Twilight Cleric. The attendant steps out. So the Twilight Cleric says, "It has been a long time since we've had anyone grace our presence. It's hard to believe that we used to have dozens of people in here at a time being healed across the realms when the Radiant Citadel was colorful and vibrant, a place of equality across all the realms. All we asked was for equal trade. I believe at this point, though, equal trade is staying alive. I do not agree with your master or or sometimes some of his tactics. But at this point, if we do not have great warriors, it won't matter if this is the last building standing if there is no one to come and partake. Tell Goody that we will heal you all, but we need supplies. So even we cannot sustain ourselves on our magical prowess without food and clean water, especially the water. It's like this is a safe haven for hundreds of people, and sadly, if we run out of food and water, people will have to leave here until things are better.
Slade's gonna say, on our way in, I took a sample of some water on around this lake, and it looked pretty bad. We figured it'd be a good idea to have it tested.
So
Could be poison, don't I?
he asks for the sample.
I just hand him my water skin.
So he gets it and he does it, and being a cleric, he performs purify food and water. It's like this was definitely contaminated. So we need a great power and a great number of protection for us to clean it up. Tell Goody if we agree to heal you all, because I can tell that some of your people down there are on the verge of death and just barely able to stand. He definitely looks at Maticus and this rogue that's with you. He says, I will use a little bit of the power I have left today and heal you all to your pristine condition. I even have the ability to replace severed limbs or missing body parts, and to get rid of your mental ailments and physical ailments, as in your exhaustions and despair. But again, I would like some assurances that you will help me and my people and the people that we protect. I would like your word and your bond that you will do what we ask in exchange for this act of kindness.
Slade will take it. He will. I'll give you my word.
I'll also say it. I'll give him my word.
So you will tell your boss that we will continue to heal if you make sure to come back and we are able to purify the water. I will heal you in good faith. But if you want anything else, it's like we will have to see some returns.
Yeah. That's a fair barter.
So now again, you have that contract thing. Do you wish to do that yet?
Yeah.
So, or you want to do that?
I thought you couldn't do that. There's
We'll
Rory
do it when
wasn't
we
here.
get back.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's this guy.
Yeah, because it would bond him to healing you no matter what, too. You know, as long as you keep it okay. You know. So.
Okay, I'm going to do it. I'm going to Slade only is going to be the one that signs it.
Okay, so Slade comes up and says, "It's like, how do you phrase this contract?"
I will tell Goody that this place will heal us if we can find, or if we can.
Right, like no questions asked.
Yeah.
No questions asked if we continue to supply food and water.
Yeah. That sounds good.
That's all you need. But
Yeah.
So do you sign it and then ask him to sign it? Or?
I'm going to ask him to sign it first. So I'm the one writing it up. I mean, it's...
Yeah, so he signs. He said, on my oath and my faith. It's hard to believe I put my faith in a fiend, but it is better than the demons that encircle us every day.
Can they not come in there?
That's why your devil couldn't come in there either.
Oh.
Like
I'm guessing it's rough on them.
Yeah, the place is so holy it burned them to a crisp.
Really?
It's like, yeah, if they stayed in here for more than 20 seconds, they would, like, most things would just annihilate.
Right.
Some of the hired ones could survive maybe a minute or so.
All right. So he signed.
Alright, so the words there, but there's a big circle that appears on the ground. It restores the rogue's throat and his 5 levels of exhaustion, which he had. So he is fully healed. So he tells you his name is Bluefin.
Alright.
So he says he usually is a little bit cheerier, but he says his homeland started shaking, and he was in the sky, and in the skies flying his flying ship, and the moon grabbed him and brought him here. The ship crashed, and he's heard voices trying to find others that he knew. And he was heading towards the voices, but he was attacked by demons. So you can take away all your levels of exhaustions. You are maxed out.
Back to normal.
So yep,
That is the thing.
you're through there.
I'm just gonna take a long rest. That'll be the easiest way to do it.
Yeah, but you take a long rest and you can get rid of your exhaustions off there. The final decree is that
Will Daggers be healed too?
yeah, everybody.
Everybody in there.
Yeah, he heals everybody. But he brings you up. The ritual he does brings you, completely restores you. He tells everyone they also have the ability, as long as they're okay, is that if someone would die, if they can get to here in a certain amount of time, they do have the ability for resurrection. It takes a toll, but they do have that ability if the soul is worthy. Some of them can't necessarily pull it from but he says it seems though that the souls are in limbo because they cannot escape this realm for some reason.
Okay.
So the last thing he does, he's got a very high level spell. Basically, it's called warding evil and good. So he casts on you all, and it says this should give you about an hour's worth of protection that will keep the fiends off of you. So anything, it's like that you're not going to be detectable
Okay.
by any fiends.
We'll just try to get back to where good is at then.
So it should be able to get you back there if you're in a hurry.
Yeah, we're definitely going to be in a hurry.
So with this, and you get back, and everyone's there. You tell Goody their agreement. Goody says he'd like to think and maybe come up with some amendments for this mutual agreement. So while it's been official,
Well, I'm going to look at Goody and say, well, it's official, but I did not sign.
but then it doesn't do anything.
Okay.
Like I said, until you sign it,
Yeah,
it
I can
it doesn't
write
lock
anything.
them in.
Yeah.
See, remember, they can't lie or go back on it.
Mm-hmm.
See, until you sign it. But you only have so long to sign. Remember, I think it disappears.
Let's let's say I was to sign it.
Well, then you're bound.
But
you're bound to make.
if
sure
I made
that-
my spider sign it,
So, yeah, it's like this. It's a beast. That doesn't count.
oh,
5 minutes. That's how long that stuff flows.
I guess that's basically saying you got 5 minutes to.
Yeah.
Did you sign on the way out?
Yeah. Who say I signed
Yeah, because I don't think the cleric probably wouldn't have been happy and did the healing if you presented
Right.
and signed it in front
I
of
was going to do some sneaky stuff, but I don't guess I will.
But yeah,
but there's
it doesn't mean that you can mend.
Yeah. They make amendments.
But see, if he rips it, then that means that he could go back on his word, or he could go on it too if he doesn't get what he wants. So with that, Goody's going to ponder on
Is yours?
ways to make it
no.
it more beneficial.
Okay.